locked in the house right here, folks. Step right here, folks.
Welcome to U.S. Cellular Field, home of the Chicago White Sox.
Hi, everybody. Vin Scully here. Welcome to MLB 2005. We have a great one tonight between the Cleveland Indians and the Chicago White Sox. Hi, friends. Vin Scully here, along with my partner Dave Campbell, and a pleasant good evening to you. And I'd like to welcome the third member of our team, Matt Vasgersian. What do you have for us, Matt?
Thank you, Vin. Well, the White Sox are sitting atop the AL Central right now, outperforming their division challengers. They're sitting pretty in the standings right now, but that doesn't mean a lot early in the year. We'll see if they can continue their hot play here.
Thanks a lot, Matt. Now, let's take a look at the defense. Playing left field, Carlos Lee. Playing in center, Aaron Rowand. In right field, Maglio Ordonez. At third base, Joe Creed. At shortstop, Jose Valentin. At second base, Willie Harris. Playing first, Paul Konerko. Behind the plate, Miguel Olivo. Starting pitcher for the Chicago White Sox, Neil Cox. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. Leading off, Matt Lawton. Batting second, Omar Vizquel. In the third spot, Jody Garout. Batting cleanup, Milton Bradley. Hitting fifth, Travis Hafner. In the sixth position, Ben Broussard. Seventh in the order, Casey Blake. Hitting eighth, Victor Martinez. Rounding out the lineup, Ron Belliard. Batting first, Matt Lawton.
The left fielder, Matt Lawton.
Easy play.
That was a good pitch there. The hitter thought he had a chance to drive it deep, but just didn't get enough of it.
Let's see if the pitcher can get the next batter to fly out. Caught by the right fielder.
Well played by the right fielder, Vin. He had it all the way.
Batting third, Jody Garout. Ball.
This right fielder is batting .312 in the early goings here.
Looks like this could be a great year for him. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Pop back of the plate.
The batter thought he could drive that pitch, Vin, but he just missed it.
Grounded towards first. Foul. He's ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Pitchers have had success working the ball up and in against this guy. Let's see if they do it here.
Can't find the zone. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The count is full. Here's the pitch. Drifting right. Out of play. Strike 3, got him. After a half inning of play, the Indians, nothing. The White Sox headed to the plate. Let's have a look at how the defense lines up. The left fielder, Matt Lawton. Center fielder, Milton Bradley. And in right field, Jody Garout. Playing third, Casey Blake. Playing shortstop, Omar Vizquel. Playing second base, Ron Belliard. At first, Ben Broussard. Behind the dish, Victor Martinez. Starting pitcher for the Cleveland Indians, Jason Davis. Davis doesn't have one outstanding pitch he calls on to finish off a batter, but he's adept at locating his pitches and getting hitters to expand their zone a little. And here's the starting lineup. In the number 1 spot, Willie Harris. In the number 2 position, Aaron Rowand. Batting third, Frank Thomas. In the cleanup spot, Maglio Ordonez. Batting fifth, Carlos Lee. Batting sixth, Paul Konerko. Hitting in the 7 spot, Jose Valentin. In the number 8 position, Joe Creed. And in the 9th spot, Miguel Olivo. Leading off, Willie Harris.
Harris has been tearing the cover off the ball, hitting safely in the last 7 games.
He's got a good run going, but it'd even be better if he can get a base hit here.
Here's the pitch. On the ground, towards second. Belliard fires to first. Takes it for the out. Batting second, Aaron Rowan.
Rowan has been tearing the cover off the ball, hitting safely in his last 14 games.
He looks cool and relaxed up there at the plate like he can hit anybody.
And that's foul. 0-1. Right down the pipe. No balls and 2 strikes.
The hitter has to protect the plate here and try and put it in play.
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
A good pitch. That's his 17th strikeout of the year.
He's not known for striking out a lot of hitters, but try telling that to the guy heading back to the bench.
Thomas is on fire lately, getting a hit in each of his last 18 games.
Snagged by the second baseman. Out at first. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 1 inning, no score in the ballgame. Next up, Milton Bradley.
Bradley has a nice streak going here, hitting safely in his last 8 games.
And don't think the pitcher doesn't know it. We'll see if he gives him something decent to hit. Vin, that was right where he wanted to put that pitch.
Right down the pipe. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Count is even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The windup and the pitch. Out of the zone. Full count. The windup and the pitch. Foul. Smoked to first base. He guns it to first. He legs it out.
You've got to be able to put guys away when you have the chance. That's poor defense here.
Well, you know, Vin, Hafner has 13 RBI this year.
Line drive to shallow center. Due up for the Indians, Ben Broussard. Men on first and second. The pitcher looks, he delivers. He scoops it up. He fires to the relay. Runner scores.
Vin, the pitcher left it out over the plate, and the hitter did a nice job of making him pay with an RBI.
4-seamer.
The pitcher's usually pretty safe by missing down there, Vin.
He lets it fly. Cut fastball. The cross-seamer.
Vin, he's hitting his spots against this guy.
Hit well to center field. The center fielder cuts it off.
Good piece of hitting right there, Vin. He got his pitch and drove it right back up the middle for a hit.
Lifted behind home plate. Olivo settles beneath it. The easy out.
Great concentration reeling that foul ball in.
Due up for the Indians, Ron Belliard. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Slicing right. Foul ball.
The hitter's kicking himself, Vin. He just missed that pitch.
Great at-bat for the pitcher. And that's the 5th battery's fan this year.
Bases full, 2 out. Swings and misses. He looks and delivers. The runner scores. There's the second run.
You know, Vin, in this era of the long ball, it's nice to see a hitter go with the pitch, just moving the runners across.
Baseball is a game of periodic opportunities, and the hitter relished his opportunity there. A bit of Picasso.
Nasty curve there, Vin. The hitter can't believe it came in for a strike.
Lifts it. No problem. They leave a man stranded. After 1.5, the Indians 4, the White Sox nothing.
This game will take 5 hours if every inning's like that.
Hitting next, Maglio Ordonez.
The right fielder,
Here's the windup and the pitch.
Maglio Ordonez.
Routine play.
Vin, good shortstops always find a way to make the easy plays. Good job there.
Into the windup. Here's the pitch. Grounded toward the hole. He takes it.
Vinny found a gap in the defense and exploited it with a well-placed hit.
He delivers. Strike.
Control is what pitching's all about, Vin. Nice job there.
Hard liner up the middle. Stopped by the center fielder.
That's all you need to do, Vin. See the ball and hit the ball. The only problem is it's not quite as easy as it sounds.
So he hits it well enough to get aboard at first. Drilled to first base. Easy picking. They roll it up. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. After 2 innings, Cleveland 4, Chicago nothing.
It wasn't a perfect inning, but nobody scored.
Hitting next for the Indians, Jody Garout. He's 0 for 1. Here it comes.
He struck out last time up, but it's difficult to strike these hitters out 2 times in a row. Interesting matchup.
Strike 2.
This guy has 6 home runs this year.
Got him guessing.
That's a good out pitch. And that's the 5th battery's fan this year.
He's not a strikeout man normally, but he'll get a few now and then.
Line drive into shallow left. Now hitting Travis Hafner.
We'll see if they can move the runner over.
The runner goes. He can't connect. He gets him.
Vin, if you're going to try to steal a base, you got to get a good jump. If you don't get the jump you want, turn it into a fake steal and just stay put.
Fastball.
This guy is definitely a hitter's umpire.
One and 2. The offering. He gets him guessing. No run, 1 hit, no errors. After 2.5 innings, the Indians 4, the White Sox nothing.
No damage done in that half inning. Pretty good job on the mound.
Up next for the White Sox, Joe Creed.
The third baseman, Joe Creed.
Creedy is batting .405 here in the early stages of the season.
Grounded. He scoops it out. Easy out.
Vin, this shortstop makes every play look effortless. Nice play.
Here's a line for you. Olivo is seeing the ball very well lately. His hitting streak now stands at 6 games.
Fly ball smashed deep to left. Lawton takes it easily. Due up for the White Sox, Willie Harris.
Harris is batting .375 so far in this young season.
A campaign to remember so far.
Below the knee.
Vinny's hitless so far, but every at-bat is another chance.
And the windup in the pitch. Line. It'll drop.
Vinny had good extension on that swing and hit a line drive single.
They've got to keep the runner close. He's a burner.
Ball one.
Vin, the man in blue, wouldn't help him out. He called it a ball.
Line shot. He reels it in. They leave one. And at the end of 3, the Indians 4, the White Sox nothing.
The pitcher gets out of it unscathed. No runs scored.
Due up for the Indians, Ben Broussard.
The first baseman, Ben Broussard.
Line drive sent deep into left field. Lee barely makes the catch.
Lee started out as a third baseman, so he's had his share of struggles in the outfield, but he turned in a pretty good play there.
Routine fly ball hit to left. He makes the catch.
The left fielder anticipated a bit, making the play easily.
At the plate, Victor Martinez. Lined into left center field. The center fielder snags it.
Vin, the pitcher's pretty fortunate he didn't hit that one out. In this game, you can't make mistakes out over the plate.
Always dangerous to leave a pitch out over the plate, Dave. He paid for it there.
The pitcher got him swinging last time, Vin. Let's see what he gives him here.
Public enemy number 1. Can't connect, and he's gone. A man left. After 3.5 innings, the Indians are up by 4.
Pretty good job by the pitcher getting out of the inning without any runs scored.
Up next, Frank Thomas. He's 0 for 1.
Here's a number for you guys. Thomas is hitting .424 here in the first part of the season.
Smoked. Scooped up by the second baseman. He puts him away.
He's smooth, Vin, scooping up that thing and making it look easy.
Vin, here's a number for you. Ordonez sitting .467 here in the early stages of the season.
Vin, he couldn't get anything out of his first at-bat. Let's see what he does here.
Slider. No balls, 2 strikes. The delivery. Just in time. Hitting next, Carlos Lee. He's 1 for 1. He delivers. Fly ball hit to left center. And he makes the play. They go so quietly I can hear crickets. After 4 innings, the Indians are up by 4.
That inning was ideal for the pitcher. He didn't burn up much energy.
Next up for the Indians, Matt Lawton. He's 1 for 2.
Lawton is batting .240 so far in this young season.
The deuce. Four-seamer. Hit hard. Konerko stops it. He fires it. Legs it out. Safe.
He's got to get his head in the game. He was too nonchalant on that play.
You're right, Dave, but he can only learn and move on now. Hit to the hole. Lee stopped it.
Vinny did a great job right there of recognizing the inside pitch and taking the barrel of the bat to the ball.
So he's aboard with the single, getting ready to take his lead. Hard liner into center field. Rowand barely makes the catch.
Vinny displayed great hustle to get under that one in time.
At the plate, Milton Bradley. On the ground. One man scores. He lets it go.
Then the infielder couldn't make the play, but that's why you got to run out every single ball that's hit.
So he wraps a single and is aboard on first.
The pitcher thought he could throw it past him earlier, but he better be careful with him this time. It's not rocket science, Vin. You throw strikes, you give your team a chance.
The pitcher looks and delivers. A runner crosses home plate. The throw. Another man scores. Matt, tell us about this day in history.
My pleasure, Vin. On this date, April 28, 1971, the Braves' Hank Aaron hit a blast off Gaylord Perry to become the third player in history to slug 600 career home runs, joining Willie Mays and Babe Ruth.
They get him at first.
That's about as routine as they come for this shortstop. Good play.
Yeah, Dave, the pitcher won that duel. Grounder. Harris can't come up with it. One run scored. Ordonez smothered it.
Middle infielders see a lot of balls, so they're usually your most reliable fielders, but not that time. Some good power hitting there, Vin, swinging through the pitch for a line drive base hit. Two men on, the pitcher's got to be careful here.
Line to the hole.
Well hit, Vin. He stayed down and drove it through the infield for a single.
Lawton has driven in 16 runs this season.
Line drive to the hole. Defensive grace at its finest. 4 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors. After 4.5 innings, the Indians 8, the White Sox nothing.
That inning was brutal. The defense has got to relax.
Now batting, Paul Konerko. He's 1 for 1.
Konerko sitting .427 in the early goings here.
The pitch is buying. Grounder. Fisted foul off to the left. 0-2. Got under it. Takes care of it.
They don't get much easier than that, Vin.
Oh, if only all outs were that easy. Into the windup, here's the pitch.
You know, guys, Davis is 1-2 this season.
Into the windup, here's the pitch. Fastball, 2 balls and no strikes.
Showing good command right there.
The windup and the pitch. Ground ball to second. He takes it. Piece of cake.
That ball almost ate him up, but he fought it off to make the play, Vin.
Up next, Joe Creed. Line to short, and he snares it. They go quietly. After 5 innings, the Indians are up by 8.
There wasn't one quality at bat in that inning.
Batting next, Omar Vizquel.
The shortstop, Omar Vizquel.
Line drive to the second baseman. And he tracks it down for the out. Up to bat, Jody Garout. He's 0 for 2. Hit to the second baseman. He stays down on it.
Well, that's baseball, Vin. You can hit it softly and still get on base.
Runner on first. Hooking left. Foul. Lays off the heater. No balls and 2 strikes. Drills it to the hole. He's got it. Lee hits the relay man.
Obviously, the harder the ball is hit, the more likely it is to get through. That was a good piece of hitting.
Outside corner. No balls and one strike. From the stretch. Breaking ball.
Good movement on that pitch, Vin.
Great pitch selection. That's his 6th strikeout this season.
He can strike out the toughest of hitters.
Strike one.
Hitting is all about being comfortable, Vin, and he looks at ease up there.
He scoops it up. They nail him. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. After 5.5 innings, the Indians are up by 8.
The pitcher had to battle a little harder than he would have liked.
Up next, Miguel Olivo. He's 0 for 1. Line shot to the hole. Vizquel makes the play.
Great hustle and good concentration.
The windup and the pitch. Strike.
He got a good pitch to hit last time, Vin. They'll probably be a little more cautious with him.
Gone on strikes.
Vin, that ball was by him before he knew what hit him.
Here's the windup and the pitch. Off the field of play. Ball.
Vin, he hadn't been able to get things going yet. He's going to look for his pitch and try to hit it.
Changes speed. He's ahead 1 ball and 2 strikes. Four-seam fastball.
How's this one, Dave? Rowan is hitting .394 here in the early stages of the season.
And if that doesn't make a pitcher wince, I don't know what will.
Goes down swinging. 3 up and 3 down. After 6 innings, the White Sox are down by 8.
The pitcher didn't waste any time getting outs that inning.
Now hitting Casey Blake. Won't chase it outside.
Blake sitting .345 here in the first part of the season.
And if he can hit like this all year, he'll be competing for the batting title.
Goes with the heater.
Good idea there, Vin. Just poor execution.
Foul. And he gets him.
Oh, the hitter thought he had that one, Vin.
So he gets the strikeout, and he's working for another. On the corner for a strike.
He was aboard on a single last time, Vin. He'd love another one here.
No balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball to third. They've got him.
Nice play, Vin. He had to react quickly, and he did.
Let's see if the next batter can make a little more noise. A line drive to short. Oh, wonderful catch, Dave. They go down in order. After 6.5 innings, the White Sox are down by 8.
They really shut down the offense that inning.
Up next, Frank Thomas.
This guy has had trouble with anything low and away, so they'd be smart if they worked him there.
Hitting next for the White Sox, Maglio Ordonez. He's 0 for 2.
Here's some stats for you. Ordonez has driven in 12 runs on the season.
Drill. He's out at second. Safely aboard on the fielder's choice.
The hitter didn't do his job there. You always want to move the base runner when you have a chance.
High and away.
Lee sitting .348 so far in this young season.
Wow, he's a one-man game.
The four-seamer. 1 ball, 1 strike. He fires. Hard slider.
The umpire won't give him that one. He should know that.
Count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hit well to left field. Lawton smothers it.
Vinny hit that one right on the screws, and the fielders had no chance to make the play.
Runners on first and second.
He popped out in his last at-bat. He's hoping for a little more productivity here.
Inside. Count is even. Back of the plate. Martinez is in position. He reels it in.
It's hard to imagine a more helpless feeling than watching a foul ball stay in play and the fielder catching it.
The right fielder gets there. Batting next, Joe Creed. He's 0 for 2.
Well, Dave, Creedy has driven in 14 runs on the year.
Drilled to short. Routine out. 2 men left. After 7 innings, the Indians 8, the White Sox 1.
The hitters need to show a little more aggressiveness.
Hitting next for the Indians, Matt Lawton.
The left fielder, Matt Lawton.
The right fielder stops it. He slides in safe.
Vinny had enough bat speed to turn on it and put it inside the foul line for a double.
Checks the runner and fires. Hit down the line. Konerko stopped it. He's out at first. Next up for the Indians, Jody Garout.
This right fielder has driven in 12 runs so far this year.
The pitcher would be wise to nibble here. He'll hurt you otherwise.
He could use a little one-on-one with the hitting instructor.
Fly ball smashed deep to center. He gathers it in. Runner safe.
It's the little things, Vin, the ability to move runners around and generate some runs when you get that chance. That was a good job.
Bradley sitting .341 here in the early stages of the season.
He's seeing the ball extremely well here in the early stages and just wants to stay steady the rest of the way.
Slapped hard to second. Next up, Travis Hafner.
Man on first might be thinking about a steal here.
He lays off the fastball. 1 ball and no strikes. The pitch. It's got a chance. Off the wall. He rifles it to the relay man. Bradley scored. Now batting, Ben Broussard. He's 1 for 4.
Look for him to try and go with the pitch, Vin. No reason to try to pull this guy.
Hard line shot into left center field. It's off the wall. The cutoff.
Vin, there's a lot of players that can hit with nobody on base, but this guy performs when it matters. Nice RBI double.
Now he'll see if the next hitter can return the favor. Drifting right. Oh and 2. Chain.
He had a couple of decent hacks in his last at-bat, but eventually went down on strikes. Let's see if he can get some contact here.
From the stretch. Ball 2.
Blake has 13 RBIs so far this season.
From the stretch, he delivers. Line shot to the center fielder. He makes the play. They leave a man stranded. After 7.5 innings, the Indians are up by 10.
The pitcher really had to work to finally get out of that inning.
At the plate, Miguel Olivo.
The catcher, Miguel Olivo.
A grounder toward third base. In time.
Soft hands, good throw, and that's why he's at third base, Vin.
Batting next, Willie Harris. Bottom falls out. 0-1. Lined hard to center. Bradley stops it. Up next, Aaron Rowan.
The guy on base is always a threat to run. You got to keep an eye on him.
Lifts it. Has it in his sight. Lawton caught it. Hitting next, Frank Thomas. He delivers. Split finger.
The pitcher would love for him to go chasing, Vin, but he's swinging the bat well tonight.
Hard liner down the left field line. Hitting next, Maglio Ordonez.
Ordonez can wreak serious havoc on a pitcher's ERA, Vin. He combines a stellar average with terrific power and a keen batting eye. They've got to be careful here.
Line shot down the line. He puts it away. No run, 2 hits, no errors. After 8 innings, the White Sox are down by 10.
The pitcher started the inning shaky, but got the outs he needed.
Due up for the Indians, Victor Martinez. He's 2 for 4. Misfired.
This guy could iron out some of his problems in the cage.
Grounded toward second. A walk in the park.
The second baseman got himself into position, gathered it in, and threw him out. Nice play.
Belliard sitting .349 here in the first part of the season.
He's certainly been awesome at the plate so far.
That's way inside.
It's pretty clear he's sending a message.
Here it comes. Here's the pitch. Drifting left.
You always got to chase them into the stands, Vin. Sometimes they stay out of the crowd.
That's an intimidation pitch.
There's no doubt that that was a purpose pitch.
He got him. The White Sox are going to the bullpen. Pitching in relief, Scott Schoenweiss. Hit hard down the first base line. Got him. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 8.5 innings, the Indians are up by 10.
It's easy for the defense to stay sharp when things happen that quickly.
Up next, Carlos Lee.
The left fielder, Carlos Lee.
It's by him. No balls, 1 strike. Pop weak lead to shallow right center. He's got it. Batting next, Paul Konerko. He's 1 for 3. Oh, not even close. No balls and 1 strike. Caught by the center fielder. Next up, Jose Valentin.
You know, Dave, Valentin is batting an even .500 in the early goings here.
Hit hard to first. Broussard can't bring it in.
Vin, as you well know, the baseball bounces funny sometimes, and that's what you call a ground ball with eyes.
Fly ball crushed into left center field. He just got it. The Cleveland Indians win. The score, the Indians 11, the White Sox 1.
There was some clutch pitching in the game we just saw.
Here's the player of the game, Travis Hafner. So many great plays in this one. Let's look at the one that made the difference.